Okay, let's jump into this. So I'm going to use this client's weight loss journey in menopause to show you step by step what we do every single time for menopausal clients. So I'm using this example, but I could have used or this menopausal lady, or this menopausal lady, or even this menopausal lady. But I'm going to use this one. And it's the same process we use for every single one of our menopausal clients. And it's this. Okay, so here is your menopause weight loss guide. Firstly, set realistic expectations. Now, what I mean by this is, when it comes to menopause, your weight loss is going to be slower. And the fact that a lot of menopausal women don't actually understand what a realistic weight loss journey is why a lot of them feel like it's not working and then lose momentum and give up. So the rate of your weight loss, first and foremost, will be slower. Okay, so for pre-menopause, you would have expected to lose in and around, on average, 2 pounds a week. For menopausal clients, it's going to be in and around about half a pound a week. So it's much slower. It also can take a few weeks for a menopausal client to see that initial drop on the scale. Whereas for a pre-menopausal woman, as soon as you put them into a calorie deficit, then they will see weight loss within the first sort of 7 to 10 days on average. Second, you need to set proper nutrition parameters. Now, I have an ebook on this that actually shows you how to actually create the nutrition parameters. And what I mean by this is how you actually set a calorie deficit for menopause. Your hormones and your metabolism have changed. So you now need to factor that in to the calorie deficit. This is why we hear a lot of the times when women say, what worked for me before no longer works, or what was a deficit now is not working. And yet it's not going to work because your body has changed. So you need to factor that into play. Then you want to create a realistic version of exercise. Now again, this is in the ebook, so I'm not going to waste a lot of time on that. But you need to be doing some form of resistance training to offset the loss of muscle mass that happens naturally as we begin to age, because this is where your metabolism starts to slow down and your menopausal symptoms get even worse. This next one, you want to make sure that this exercise is not too intense to cause extra cortisol. So once your estrogen starts to lower as you go over the age of 45 and so on, your cortisol level starts to naturally increase. High intensity workouts, so working out too hard all the time, can make this even worse. So we would want to be introducing nice low pace, maybe some yoga, Pilates and so on to help actually aid our clients' menopausal weight loss. Catch me in part 2 of this video where I'll cover these last 3 points. And remember, if you want guaranteed menopausal results, click the link in my bio to apply for our menopausal coaching. Okay, let's jump into part 2 of me giving you your guide to menopausal weight loss. So in part 1 of this video, we went through this client's journey, okay? So the nutritional changes that we make to not only this client, but to all our menopausal clients, the exercise that we would introduce for a menopausal woman to firstly obviously aid weight loss, but to also aid hormone regulation, metabolism, and so on. What kind of minerals and vitamins that we would introduce for a menopausal client like this. So go check that out if you haven't. But now we want to go through these final 3 things, because ladies, this is the biggest driver of menopausal weight loss every single time. What you don't hear about menopause is it's not actually the hormones that's causing weight gain, okay? So hormones is a very gimmicky term right now on social media. You only need to put the word hormone in a video and like the algorithm will go well and like loads of people will jump all over it, okay? It's clickbait. Now, unfortunately, because of this, a lot of women now feel that hormones is the reason why they're seeing weight gain, and hence a menopausal women get stuck. But I am here to tell you the real truth, okay? So on average, a menopausal woman, her weight gain of 4 pounds is directly as a result of a hormonal change. So the hormone changes in that menopausal woman is usually related to about 4 pounds of the weight gain that she experiences. The rest of the weight gain is down to the knock-on effects of that hormonal change. Let me give you a quick example. So if we take the hormone estrogen, okay, so estrogen lowers when we go through menopause. The actual change of estrogen hasn't caused a lot of changes in our weight gain. The knock-on effects of that hormone change has. And what I mean by this is when estrogen lowers, cortisol levels heightened. Heightened cortisol levels make a lot of different changes in our body. One of them being broken sleep. Broken sleep causes an increase in cravings. It also skews our hunger levels. It also drags down our energy. Lower energy can lead to lower motivation to work out and to move your body. Also heightens cortisol levels, obviously heighten your feelings of anxiety and stress. This can in turn lead to stress eating. Women over the age of 45 are actually the most likely group of women to actually stress eat. So it's all these knock-on effects, and there's lots of different examples. I'm just using estrogen and cortisol as one, but it's the knock-on effects of the hormonal changes that are causing the weight gain. So this is why actually focusing on these kind of things like sleep health, gut health, energy, habits to replace that motivation is the biggest driver of success for our menopausal clients. Like I mentioned in the last video, I have an ebook to show you how to actually do sleep hygiene and so on. So comment below if you want that. I'll catch you in part 3 for plateaus. I recently shared why women over 45 both gain weight and struggle to lose it during peri and post-menopause. But knowing why and how your body has changed is key to actually understanding what nutritional exercises changes to make during this chapter to see weight loss. Let's start with some nutritional insights. Now, a lot of the nutritional advice that you get over the age of 45 is the same for anybody. And you do see a lot of people putting the word menopause in front of diets. I'm calling it a menopausal diet. And it's the same information that you would give to most people. And it's changed ever so minimally. So it's still very important to focus on consuming high protein, like at any age, but it does become even more important as we begin to get older due to the muscle mass in our body starting to slow up and we start to lose it, which in turn impacts our metabolism and hence causing weight gain. Fiber. Another thing that again, anybody at any age would want to consume, but just like the protein, it does become even more important as we age to consume a diet full of fiber. In and around 15 to 25 grams of fiber a day is probably a nice spot. Ladies, don't avoid carbohydrates. Whole grain carbohydrates are a great source of energy for our bodies. And a lot of women struggle with fatigue, poor sleep, really low energy during menopause. And eating a nice balanced diet can definitely help this. Certain minerals and vitamins like calcium, vitamin D, vitamin K, vitamin E all help with regards to reducing menopausal symptoms. I actually done a video on this last week, I believe. Go check that out, or even just comment below if you want the link to it, where I put a video together with all the different kind of foods of these minerals that you want to consume. Hope this helps. We need to clear something up. Most of what we hear about menopause and weight loss is BS. It's pure clickbait. Let me give you some real facts. See all these menopause diets, foods to eat during menopause, menopause nutrition. About 99% of it is the same information you would give to anybody, regardless of their age. But by putting the word menopause in front of it, it's an easy marketing tool for a lot of people. Take it from somebody who has done a lot of menopausal nutrition courses. A lot. The actual foods don't change, and the nutritional advice changes minimally. Like I would tell any client to eat high protein, whole carbs, less processed items, high fiber. That's the same nutrition advice you would give to anybody. And this is why a lot of the menopausal content that I see online annoys me, because it's not addressing the actual issue. i.e., what you do doesn't really change. How you do it does. And the actual journey is very different. And this is what is not spoken about enough. Weight loss will be slower during menopause. It will be harder. It will be harder to stay consistent because of other external factors that you didn't have to deal with before, like huge energy swings, huge mood swings, night sweats, and so on. These are the things that we need to help menopausal women with, not rebranding nutrition advice and sticking the word menopause in front of it. Helping them understand that they are in a different chapter. It will look different, as in the rate of results, the difficulty level, the external factors that you need to work on, and so on. But let's stop leading menopausal women up the garden path with these menopausal diets that are just a diet with the word menopause in front. If you're either going through peri or post-menopause, chances are you're experiencing issues with your sleep, energy, mood, and weight loss. So let's break down 3 things here that can help. Firstly, increase your food quality. Consuming more minerals, higher fiber, higher protein will not only reduce inflammation and help with energy, but will also help to reduce craving, help balance your hormones, and even help with your sleep quality. Increase your sleep health. Aside from focusing on a better diet to improve your sleep, things like reducing caffeine, reducing screen time, exposure to morning sunlight, and so on, all help to ensure that you get a better sleep. Sleep health is actually one of the very first things that we work on with our menopausal clients, as it greatly helps to aid results. And thirdly, double down on your stress management tools. This is something that is usually very much overlooked by any kind of menopausal woman looking to lose weight. But a decrease in estrogen means cortisol and stress levels in general can spike. So actually putting time and energy into developing better stress management tools greatly serves you in order to stay consistent. And drop me a follow for more menopausal strategies. If you're either going through peri or post-menopause, I'm going to explain in this quick video why hormones are actually causing weight gain, because it's not what you usually see 9 times out of 10 on social media, and this is why a lot of women are stuck. So the reason why you actually gain weight during menopause is not because of a direct impact to your hormones. Here, as I said, only on average 4 pounds of the weight that a woman gains during menopause is directly linked to the change of hormones in her body. The rest of the weight gain is linked to the knock-on effects that hormones are having on her lifestyle factors. Let's take the hormone estrogen, for example. Estrogen obviously decreases during menopause. So lowered estrogen can lead to an increase in cortisol and heightened stress. Heightened stress can lead to broken sleep. Broken sleep can lead to low energy, which can lead to lowered motivation to exercise. But also what's more important is the broken sleep can lead to skewed hunger levels and increased cravings. This also can lead to stress eating. Women actually over 45 are the most likely group of people to actually stress eat. So it's not really the direct impact of estrogen having on weight gain. It's the knock-on effect of the change of estrogen to your actual lifestyle factors that's actually causing the weight gain. So yes, you can focus on foods that can increase your estrogen, but the best thing to focus on is actually working on the knock-on effects, i.e. sleep and stress management. And another thing that is not talked about enough is the change in hormones and metabolism should be factored into the original deficit, and a realistic plan should be set for that client. Unfortunately, very few coaches are actually qualified in menopausal coaching to be coaching. So hence they give the same deficit and pathway for their menopausal clients that they do to premenopausal clients. And what I mean by this is a client pre-menopause can expect to lose 2 pounds a week. A menopausal client on average will see about a half a pound a week. It also takes longer to see the initial weight loss. A client pre-menopause can expect to see weight loss in the first week. A menopausal client can take a few weeks to see that initial drop. So making sure that you're actually empowering yourself with what's actually going on inside your body. Like I say, the hormone change is not driving the actual weight gain inside the body. It's the knock-on effect to that hormones. And this is what we do with our hundreds of menopausal clients to actually drive results is, yes, we're changing their nutrition factors, but we're focused on those knock-on effects. Click the link in my bio if you want to start to see guaranteed results through our menopausal coaching. If you're peri and post-menopause and what you used to do to lose weight no longer works, here's one thing that can help you while I make my morning coffee. Being on this one thing massively aids results, and it's sleep health. Changes in hormone levels as you go through menopause can impact your sleep quality as well as increase stress. Poor sleep and higher stress levels can impact your hunger cues, your metabolism, and your energy, all making weight gain and weight loss more challenging. Here's 5 simple ways to work on your sleep health to regulate your hormones. Firstly, establish a routine. Aim for a consistent sleep pattern, even over the weekends. Secondly, exposure to morning sunlight in whatever way is possible. This will help your body produce melatonin in the evening, which helps your body fall into a deep sleep, which is where most of our recovery takes place. Thirdly, delayed caffeine. Delaying your caffeine in the morning by 45 to 90 minutes not only helps to prevent energy crashes in the afternoon, but massively helps when it comes to, again, helping your body fall into that deeper sleep at nighttime. Number 4, mind what you consume. Try to avoid large meals too close to bed. Now, note very clearly, eating too late at night does not cause weight gain. That's a myth. However, eating a large meal too close before you go to bed can mean that your body's still trying to digest that meal once you're trying to go to sleep, hence impacting your sleep quality. And finally, reduce caffeine in the evening. Now, this is my second mention of coffee, so I want to make it really clear. There's nothing wrong with caffeine, but over consuming it can make your sleep quality less. So doing things like delaying your morning caffeine and reducing in the evening can greatly improve your energy levels and your sleep quality, hence regulating your hormones, metabolism, and so on. Caffeine can stay in your body up to 68 hours after consumption, so it may not be impacting your ability to fall asleep, but it may be impacting your ability to fall into a deep sleep. And like already mentioned, that deep sleep is where our recovery is best served. Sleep quality is one of the very first things that we start working on with all our menopausal clients, because like I mentioned at the start, it's kind of like that first big domino that impacts consistency, hormones, metabolism, energy, and so on, and hence helping to aid far better results. Drop me a follow if you want daily educational content on menopause to not only help you with your weight loss, but to also overhaul your health in general. Here's the best vitamins and minerals for menopause. Now, I hate when people do these things and just talk for ages instead of just showing you the information. So I'm just going to move out of the way and you can take screenshots. There's 3 vitamins, 3 screenshots. Get ready. Firstly, magnesium. Why we need it, how much do you need it, and food sources. Take a screenshot. Secondly, calcium. Again, why we need it, how much do we need it, and food sources. Take a screenshot. And finally, vitamin B6. Why we need it for menopause, what does it do, how much do we need, and food sources. Take a screenshot. These are 3 great minerals and vitamins to be consuming to reduce your menopausal symptoms, aid results, and help with hormone regulation.